Hello, all, and welcome to the Ladies' Lounge broadcast. I'm joined today by a face you have no doubt seen in tabloids, although maybe one who has played her cards close to her chest. Marguerite Belmonte, a pleasure to have you here today.
Hello, Edith. Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little about yourself. I have no doubt you have plenty to say, given what the public has been told about you.
You would think the tabloids would have tired of my partnership after nearly 20 years, but yes, I own the Belmonte Assembly, an architecture and construction company, and I frequent the Saint Amber social circles with my partner, Alba.
A woman in charge. No wonder I like you so much already.
I believe we both have a fondness for women in charge.
Ah, quite. Would we have seen any of your work around St. Imber?
I believe my company performed some renovations for the post office a few years ago. Nothing extensive, although I am proud to cement myself here.
Considering my husband has his newspapers plastered on every shelf of that post office, we are certainly thankful for your presence. Has that always been your goal?
To insert myself in every community? No, but with this being Alba's home, it seemed only natural to leave my mark, especially given our union.
Yes, your union. Any words for the public on that front?
Ocúpate de tus asuntos, or, as in the language I now find myself speaking, mind your business.
Oh, I do like you. And of the assembly, are there any projects we should be looking out for?
Well, I believe my influence has been most prominent in Plymouth, close to St. Amber, although I have been looking at acquiring plots here, new housing, a couple more churches. It was quite a change to come here and not see them on the horizon as I used to.
America is a pioneer of the future, although perhaps your point stays. We certainly have lost our traditions.
Quite the opposite, I would argue. Your society seems bent on tradition, and yet it seems to knowingly degrade it at every turn.
Well, as a born American, I should defend my tradition strongly. We certainly are a faithful country.
So then let me build some damn churches. But to be serious, it has been wonderful, even if my initial reception into this country was difficult.
Do tell us about that. Why America?
I have little interest in dancing around words, so I shall be straight with them. There were plenty of opportunities, and as someone without ties here, I took them as quickly as I could, and I have found many reasons to stay.
Is it a certain Snowshire one of those reasons?
Yes, Alba and I are close. She helped me navigate your quite frankly complicated customs. We make a team.
The construction tycoon and the internationally renowned architect? I'll say, and all those articles. We shall ignore the more sour words they use, but do they hold some validity? Are you two as linked as they claim?
We live, work, and after vacation together. Our business is our own.
Of course. I assume she also enjoys your architecture, given she lives in it.
Well, she is a demanding woman, but yes, we often reside in my house in Plymouth, taking time in her residence in St. Amber when business calls.
And by business, what does that mean for St. Imber's most affluent pair?
I'm afraid it is far less interesting that you wouldn't want it to be, Edith. Meetings, deals, that. I shall be honest, I barely concern myself with. See.
Now you know, I hate to bring this up,
Oh, Edith.
but I serve the audience on this show, and you know it. We all know Franklin Westcote Holloway's rather large vendetta against, well, seemingly everyone.
Believe me, I'm aware.
Is there anything you would like to say to him here?
Rather little. He has interfered enough with Alba's business in the past.
Oh, come on now. We women rarely get a chance to be loud.
Some men would disagree, but he has meddled in affairs far beyond his station for decades now. The fact that we hear less of him now is a blessing.
Some say he had it out for Madame Snowshire personally.
I fear everything is personal with the man.
And yet they say we are sensitive.
Your irony is not lost on me, yes. I personally believe he was involved in an underhanded attempt to force Alba out of business. Of course, it failed.
This wouldn't happen to be the see right line?
I'm afraid I wasn't in Alba's life during that sale. Perhaps?
Or is there another one you were referring to?
No. But I would not have put it past him to attempt subterfuge multiple times. The man wouldn't know an honest business strategy if it built it out of his head.
Careful now. Some may think you have a grudge.
I am Spanish. I am merely passionate.
Has that passion served you well? In life and business?
Of course it has. Who can go through life without being passionate about the craft?
You would be surprised the number of people who go through life without a thought.
Without thought. I may have experienced some individuals.
Oh, you do make me laugh.
Perhaps comedy is also in my heritage, or maybe that particular skill comes from experience.
Oh, some strands of comedy certainly come from genetic wit, or perhaps our sex.
On that we agree.
And that passion you mentioned? In business?
My business is my passion. Art and architecture, living at peace, a brick of myself everywhere I go. I fail to comprehend how others can operate without this mindset.
Perhaps we Americans are more dedicated to the logical end. After all, this is the land where you can come and find a new life here.
Then where's all that promise if not in the heart?
Oh, explain in more detail. I believe you speak of something quite profound.
You say everyone comes here to find a new life, I assume, to make money. I had no need for that, so I shall not comment. But why do I not see that? Where's the love for life? All I see is factories and exhausted workers. I do not need to mention the word strike for my point to be made.
No, you do not.
Is my way of thinking flawed?
I do not think so. Perhaps idealistic. Guests on this very show have often given up passion simply to survive.
And that is the problem I speak of. In my business, in my sex, in my romance, I have had to give up many things to satiate others. Why? I do not understand the small minds.
Of men?
Yes, probably.
What did you mean in your romance?
I have conventional tastes for Spain, for Americans, for society, but I ignore conventions, and now I am happy.
I am glad. I have always thought it important to be with something or someone you love.
And I have both. And you have both?
Oh, yes. My husband is a wonderful man, and I do so enjoy speaking with each unique voice.
And thus your show blossoms.
Only with those who care to make it grow.
I care. A show highlighting the female voice. I'm afraid you have me hooked.
I'm afraid I am only so good at hooking attention. I rarely join Bernard on his fishing trips.
I shall take you fishing. Bring your husband. I'll show him how to provide for a woman.
Is that a proposal, Mrs. Belmont?
I shall bring Alba. Your husband can have the first scoop. What is the American term for it? Double date?
My, you're far more on top of your slang than I expected.
I have lived here since 1918. What did you expect?
Someone far less impressive.
And that was your first mistake, Mr. Bernauer. Underestimating me.
You tease.
Verily.
Our time is coming to an end, but do indulge me, Senorita Belmont. Is that correct?
Si.
For our ladies at home listening, and the man, if they know what is good for them, teach us a little Spanish. After all, you took the time to learn our tongue.
In what tone?
Whatever works for you. Something for the couples.
Something for the couples. Mi alma.
Me, Alva?
No, mi alma. It means my soul.
Oh, how romantic. I tell you, Bernard would have had so much of an easier time seducing me if he used those names.
Men do not understand women. Perhaps I should teach them.
Perhaps a school is next on your assembly plans?
Perhaps it should be.
Do you have any final words for our audience? In English, if you please.
Very well. Small men make large enemies.
What a daring sentiment.
I look forward to my words being erased by the men who hear them.
Thank you, Marguerite Belmonte, for coming today.
Thank you, Edith.
We shall see you at the Ladies' Lounge another day. Coming up next is...